What's up, guys? I just wanted to do a video quickly just talking about, I suppose, like law of vibration and law of attraction. Just to let you know, I'm in Manchester right now sorting out a campaign shoot for Urban Outfitters. I'm based in London, so I'm here for a day. I just wanted to kind of talk about how it's crazy how fast things can change in your life. Just for reference, literally a year ago, um, I was part-time, I was a part-time gardener, kind of, or like a soft landscaper. So I was like doing sort of gardening, patios, like really kind of outside stuff. And I was on like, I think maybe £550 a month or something. So like really not great money, but it was part-time. And I was a general assistant. So I was like, lowest gardener you can get. And then it's just, within a year, I'm now digital and social media manager for one of the UK's leading men's hair care brands. And I just think it's crazy how when I was in that gardening job, every time I used to drive to work, I used to say to myself, I'm going to be successful, time hasn't caught up yet. And at the time I wanted a remote job that also allowed me to travel a bit, that also like paid decent money, and I think every morning I really said that to myself. And I think when you say it, you start to believe it. And it was all about time just hasn't caught up yet, time just hasn't caught up yet, I'm already there, time just hasn't caught up yet. And I think you do get to a point where it doesn't matter how you describe it. Either you can think, okay, the universe manifests it for you and it happens. Personally, I think that is the case, but at the same time, the more you say it to yourself, the more it's in your head, the more you get agitated for making it happen, and the more you speak it, the more it becomes reality. And I think because I kept saying those things, and because I kept saying, oh, I'm gonna make it, I want to be remote, I want to be traveling, I want to have a good job, I want to be all of this, I think unconsciously or consciously, I made it happen for myself because I started living that life in my head. I got a bit of a cold, kind of like maybe 8 months ago, or 9, 10 months ago or something. I changed jobs and I joined an agency, and I became a creative designer for that agency, and that was really good. The salary was better, obviously, because it was full-time, and the hourly rate was better than the gardening job, but over time, and that was remote as well. So I've already manifested working remote and doing something I'm more passionate about. And then, and then I started manifesting more money, and I started manifesting the aspect of traveling. And now I've got a job where I work remote most of the time. Well, I'm fully remote, and maybe every 2 weeks to every 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that, I'm traveling. Whether that's Manchester, whether that's Rome in Italy, where, around Europe, things like that. And it just made me think that literally in under a year, from a gardener who works 2 days a week in the winter, in the cold, hated it, really didn't like it. And then I think, to be honest, I think less than a year, but let's say a year, I've managed to manifest so much. And it makes me think how much more I can manifest. I think right now I haven't fully, or I have chosen my next thing to manifest. I think I want to start my own company, and I want that to be a successful company. So we'll see. And I think that's all set up now, so who knows? But I just wanted to share my thoughts with manifestation and the law of vibration. I think you got to make sure that you get on the same frequency as the ambitions and goals you want to achieve, and the person you want to become, and the people you want to surround yourself with. Everything is made of particles, everything is vibrating. This coffee's vibrating, the light over there is vibrating, this camera's vibrating, you're vibrating, I'm vibrating. We're all particles, we're all made of the same material. And so with particles and vibrations, you can get on the same frequency as other vibrations. So, you know, if you want to meet, I don't know, Elon Musk, for instance, if you want to meet him, you can actually get on the same vibration, and you'd be surprised how close you can actually get to someone like him. And I'm being dead serious. Like I've done things like that in the past before. For my college degree, I had to try and reach some famous celebrities, and I pretty much managed to do that. That's called the 6 degrees of separation, if you want to look into it. That's a really interesting thing as well. But yeah, if you manage to get on the same frequency as your goals, who you want to be, who you want to surround yourself, you start picturing it in your head, you start thinking about how you act, how you want to be, how you want to be perceived, how you want to think, you start becoming more knowledgeable in that field as well, in that frequency. So you start reading self-development books, start business books, you look into business, you look into stocks, blah, 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 blah. You start becoming that person, you actually attract the same vibrations. And this, you can believe it or not, I honestly think the only way you can believe it is if it happens to you. So like, I'm a strong believer of it. Like, dead serious. I think it's real. I think it's true because it's happened in my life, from literally a year ago being a gardener to now, being like having a great job that I really enjoy. That's more passionate than what I do. More money, remote, things like that. And I'm sure that in a year or so, my company is going to do great as well. And you could argue that weren't law of attraction. That was just you working hard. Well, I'm not saying like if you don't work hard and you don't apply to those jobs and you don't, like, it's not going to fall on your lap. But like I said before, if you start manifesting it in your mind, your frequency changes. So you start thinking different, you start believing different, you start acting different, you start doing different things. Your frequency, your vibrations will change, and you'll attract those things. You know, I've had friends that have been trying to get jobs that they don't even want to do for like months on end, and literally, and they get entry level positions. There's people the same age as me who are doing interns in the same industry as me, and I'm a manager in the industry and also creating my own business in the industry. And you got to see that there is something going on here with the law of vibrations, you know. And it's just something to think about. And yeah, it's early in the morning, I'm not feeling great, and I've got a big day ahead, so I'll keep it fairly short. All right, something to think about.